From the heart of a thriving orchard to the very core of a single fruit, the health of a tree can be a delicate balance. Are your fruit trees turning yellow, dropping leaves, or covered in weird spots? Don't ignore it. These could be the first signs of a serious threat to your tree's well-being. Join me today as we venture into the fascinating world of fruit trees and uncover the secrets to combating their most common ailments. We'll learn to identify, treat, and prevent these diseases before it's too late. Our journey begins with the apple tree, a stalwart provider of crisp, juicy fruit. But even these giants of the orchard are susceptible to disease, and one of the most prevalent is apple scab. Imagine, if you will, a single dark lesion appearing on the surface of a pristine apple. This, my friends, is the telltale mark of apple scab, a fungal foe that thrives in humid conditions. As the infection takes hold, it spreads rapidly, leaving a trail of unsightly scabs across the fruit's skin. But the damage doesn't stop there. Apple scab also targets the leaves, leaving behind a trail of dark, irregular blotches that disrupt the tree's vital photosynthesis. Left unchecked, this fungal invader can severely weaken the tree, reducing its fruit yield and leaving it vulnerable to other opportunistic diseases. Now you might be wondering, how can we combat this insidious enemy? Fear not, for there are effective treatments at our disposal. The first line of defense is sanitation. Carefully remove any infected leaves or fruit from the tree and the surrounding ground, ensuring that these infected materials are disposed of properly, far from your precious orchard. Next, we must call upon the power of copper fungicide, a potent weapon in our arsenal against fungal diseases. This treatment, when applied correctly, can halt the spread of apple scab and protect new growth from infection. Think of it as a shield, protecting your trees from the relentless assault of microscopic spores. Finally, we must address the issue of airflow. Apple scab thrives in damp, stagnant conditions, so it's essential to create an environment that discourages its growth. By pruning your apple trees, you'll improve air circulation, allowing sunlight to penetrate the canopy and dry out excess moisture. This simple act of horticultural hygiene can make all the difference in preventing future outbreaks. Our next patient is the peach tree, a symbol of summer sweetness and delicate beauty. But even these icons of the orchard are not immune to the perils of disease. Peach leaf curl, a fungal affliction, poses a significant threat to these delicate trees, often striking in the cool, wet days of early spring. Imagine, if you will, the once vibrant green leaves of a peach tree beginning to twist and contort, their surfaces blistered and deformed. This, my friends, is the devastating handiwork of peach leaf curl. As the infection takes hold, the leaves take on a reddish hue, their surfaces puckering and distorting as if afflicted by some unseen force. The damage, however, extends far beyond mere aesthetics. These deformed leaves, you see, are unable to perform their vital role in photosynthesis, depriving the tree of the energy it needs to thrive. As the infection progresses, the leaves become brittle and fall prematurely, weakening the tree and reducing its ability to bear fruit. But do not despair, for there are effective measures we can take to combat this leafy menace. Our first line of defense, as is often the case, is sanitation. Carefully remove and destroy any infected leaves, taking care to dispose of them properly to prevent the spread of fungal spores. Next, we turn to the power of specialized fungicides. Lime sulfur and Bordeaux mix, both time-tested solutions, can effectively control peach leaf curl when applied at the right time. Think of these treatments as a targeted strike, disrupting the fungus's life cycle and preventing it from wreaking havoc on your precious trees. Timing, however, is crucial. For optimal effectiveness, these treatments should be applied in late fall, just after the leaves have fallen, and again in early spring before new growth emerges. This two-pronged approach ensures that the fungus is targeted during its most vulnerable stages, breaking the cycle of infection and safeguarding your peach trees for seasons to come. Chapter 3. Citrus Greening, a Silent Killer. Our final stop takes us to the sun-drenched groves of citrus trees where oranges, lemons and grapefruits ripen to perfection. But even in this paradise of vibrant colors and intoxicating aromas, danger lurks. Citrus greening, a bacterial disease spread by the tiny Asian citrus psyllid, poses a grave threat to citrus trees worldwide. This silent killer often announces its presence with subtle clues. Imagine, if you will, a citrus tree once bursting with life, its leaves now displaying a mottled yellowing, a patchwork of healthy and diseased tissue. This, my friends, is often the first sign of citrus greening, a disease that can cripple a tree from the inside out. As the infection progresses, the consequences become increasingly dire. The fruit, once plump and juicy, may become small and misshapen, their flesh tinged with a bitter, unpleasant taste. The tree itself weakens, its branches becoming bare as leaves drop prematurely. In its advanced stages, citrus greening can spell doom for an entire orchard, leaving behind a trail of devastation in its wake. Sadly, there is no known cure for citrus greening. However, there are steps we can take to slow its progression and give our trees a fighting chance. Early detection is key. Regularly inspect your citrus trees for any signs of yellowing leaves, stunted growth, or misshapen fruit. If you suspect citrus greening, it's crucial to act swiftly. Remove any infected branches, taking care to sterilize your pruning tools between cuts to prevent further spread. Controlling the psyllid population is also paramount. Neem oil, a natural insecticide, can help keep these tiny insects at bay, reducing the spread of the disease. Finally, we must focus on bolstering the tree's overall health. Regular fertilization with organic amendments can provide the nutrients your citrus trees need to withstand the stress of infection. Think of it as providing your trees with the strength and resilience they need to fight back against this formidable foe. As we've seen, the world of fruit trees is fraught with challenges, a delicate dance between resilience and vulnerability. Yet, armed with knowledge and a watchful eye, we can help these magnificent organisms thrive. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. By adopting a proactive approach to tree care, we can create an environment that discourages disease and promotes healthy growth. Here's how to keep all fruit trees disease-free year-round. Water at the base, not the leaves, ensuring the roots receive the life-giving moisture they need without creating a breeding ground for fungal diseases. Prune for airflow to reduce moisture buildup, allowing sunlight to penetrate the canopy and dry out excess moisture, hindering the development of harmful pathogens. Use organic mulch to prevent fungus, providing a protective barrier against soil-borne diseases while enriching the soil with beneficial nutrients. Spray dormant oil in winter to kill hidden pests, eliminating overwintering pests and giving your trees a fresh start in the spring. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment below. What fruit trees are you growing? Let's create a community of passionate orchard stewards, sharing our experiences and knowledge to ensure the health and abundance of our fruit trees for generations to come.